I'm not gonna lie, I got swamp ass. Hey everyone, glad to be back at it again. Ready to have a good time? I know I am. We're gonna do some dispersed camping out here. Got my trout rod all ready to go, got all my camping gear ready to go. So let's get our hammock set up and let's do a little trout fishing. I got some good food, good beers, so it should be a good time. So if you wanna have a little fun with me, stay tuned, let's get to it. Going camping, going fishing. Well, this is the place. Let's get a tour of this place and check it all out. There is a bonfire pit ready to go, but not much for wood. Looking around and doesn't look like anybody's really left anything for me, but doesn't mean we can't procure something. All right, so let's go check out this creek out here that we have to fish. I fished this creek before. There's got good brown trout in it. Very possibly there's some rainbows in it, but for sure brown. And wow, it looks pretty good. This creek's definitely got some promise to it. So hopefully we get some brown trout out of it. The water's pretty clear. You got some good riffles out here. Got some calm water. I just gotta be careful where I'm walking out here because there's some wet holes in that, but we'll throw our line out here a little bit and check it out. It's really not a bad camping spot area right over here. I got the river real close to me right here, so just that subtle sound, if you can pick it up right now, not too bad. I got the campsite right over here where I have the fire, and I have an idea right over here where I think it'd be a good spot to set the tent, or excuse me, not the tent, the hammock. So we're gonna be hammocking this time. So this is the second time I've actually had a chance to use the hammock, and I'll tell you what, the first time I used it, probably the best sleep I've ever had, hands down. I think if anybody is questioning a hammock and you're worried about like shoulder issues and stuff like that, you have to check out the hammock that I got because it's got great ratings, and I don't have a lot of experience with hammocks myself, but it definitely was the hammock of choice. No crawling around, so if I lose something, I got to be very careful about where I'm looking for it because I'm telling you right now, itchweed everywhere. So the hammock I have is about 11 feet, and optimally I'm probably looking at least having about 15 feet distance, so that way I've got the right amount of sag that I need for it for a good comfortable lay. I mean, if I went shorter, I could probably make do with it, but it probably reduces the comfort a little bit. It is definitely weedy in here. No matter where I go, it's got burning metal, poison ivy crap, whatever that is. So I definitely got to worry about that. Well, this spot works pretty good. The tree that I have right here, it's a little soft. It could be a little heavier duty, you know, for that matter. But when I come over here to this one right here, that's a pretty good stout tree, so I think I can wrap around that one right there, and then I'll come back and make the connection on this one. I'm gonna check my boot distance and see what we got. I kind of need about 14 feet. I'd like to have at least, but that's kind of what I'm guessing here. I don't know, we'll see. So I got 1, 2, 13, 14, 15. I have 15 feet trunk to trunk on these trees right here, but I think that should be good enough. As you look up, I got plenty of cover up there. So there's no rain in the forecast. I do have a canopy for it, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. It's like 85 degrees out right now, and seriously, man, I can feel it right now. So I think I'm gonna leave that off. I'll have it with me in case something happens, but I'm not aware of any storms happening, but who knows? It's Minnesota. I tell you, anything's possible around here. We've had a lot of hot days, cold days, rain days, cloudy days. It's totally bipolar around here. But right now, hotter than a pistol, so try to make do with it. I do have an insulated hammock at the base of it, so we'll check that out, but hopefully that doesn't cook me out. So what I do have is my Silky Big Boy. This thing's got a pretty good sized blade on it. Does a hell of a cut, and I've used this with my buddy Lee. He has one of these things, and I was super impressed just by that pull cut. It's amazing how fast you can rip through some wood. So it locks into place, so it's really safe. So I'm gonna use this just to kind of swat down some of the itchweed and things that are here, just so that way I'm not getting it all over me. So I think that's the first thing I gotta do, and then we can get camp going. What do they call that? Bushwhacking? I think I'm going to the other tree. A little more distance. I think I'll be a little more comfortable on my leg. Oh yeah. I think that's gonna do really good. That's got a perfect height right here. All right. Get my pillow too now. So I picked up this Climate Memory Foam pillow. Seems pretty nice. It's got some good density to it. It's a little bit of memory to it, but I think for in a hammock here, it's gonna work out really good. Let's check out this hammock if you haven't seen one of these things before. So the cool thing I like about this hammock right here is this has a 30-degree integrated quilt built into it. You can see right up here, see if I can move this camera a little bit. This is where the seam line starts from the top of it, and your head's gonna lay somewhere in here, or feet, whichever way you wanna lay on here. But you'll kind of lay at an angle. I think they call it asymmetrical, but yeah, it's actually pretty warm having that 30-degree down inside there. If it's too hot, what you can do is kind of push the down around, move it out of the way a little bit, so that we have a little bit more just material between you. But this is hot, so I don't know how well it's gonna work. And I wanted something because I typically camp in areas where I'm kind of like down in canyons and stuff. And if you know anything about that, it's gonna get cold. If I take up the boundary waters, it could get cold. If I use it any time in the spring and the fall, it's gonna get cold. But tonight, I'd be willing to bet it's probably gonna be 65 degrees tonight. It's about 85 right now. So even though it's gonna drop a little bit, I'll stay comfortable. I don't think I'm gonna be hot maybe, but definitely ain't gonna be cold, that's for sure. And this is a 45-degree Nemo sleeping bag that I have here. So it's just a synthetic. It's just kind of a cheap one. It does its job for what I need. And I've got the bug net on here. And like I said, I'm not going to put the canopy cover over this thing just because I know there ain't no rain coming and I want to have as much ventilation as possible. So let's get some lines in the water. We've definitely got some tall grass in this. Walking all over right here. So hopefully I try to get some good shots for you guys. So what I have here is a number 4 Panther Martin with gold, the yellow and red dots on there. This is probably one of my favorite go-tos for brown trout, so that's kind of why I've got it tied on right now. So I'm pretty confident this one's going to catch one, if there's a trout in here. Let's give it a shot. And just so you know, this is the Driftless area. Water's definitely not as clear as it could be, but we have had some crazy rains and stuff recently, so I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. All the runoff, got a lot of steep hillsides in here. Well, I've thrown a few in there so far and nothing. I'm gonna move upstream a little bit and then try to cast in some of that shallow water, and maybe there'll be something in there. Stickfish. Snagging a lot on the bottom right here. Pretty mucky. I've never fished this spot right here, so I'd like to be in an area where it's a bit more sandy, a lot more bottom rock and things like that. But like I said before, this water's pretty dingy right now, and it runs really clear typically. So it could have a little bit to do with it, you know, just that. And I'd like to be in my waders and then could be moving upstream to find better holes possibly, but I have a limited area to be right here, but that's why we're out here just giving it a shot and see what happens. was that? Ugh. It's a weed in the mouth. Thought I had a damn bee in there. I'm half tempted to pull socks off, pull shoes off for that, hike up the pants a little bit and do a little walking. I don't know how deep it is, but it's almost worth giving it a shot. But I don't want to step on something sharp or screw myself up because that would suck. So the tempt is there, but I have the right equipment to do it the right way. So part of me feels like go ahead and do it and take the risk, but there's something in the side of my shoulder that's saying, no, you might want to wait and just do it another time. Just saw another surface out here. I'm not having any luck. There's another one out there. Could be the same one. Well, if that ain't persistence, I don't know what is. It's probably about 50 casts I just threw right there and nothing happened. But I was seeing a couple boils happen further back up in there, and if I had waders, I'd probably try to work my way up in there and give that a shot. So maybe it's a little deeper, maybe there's some sand and some rock up there further. I'm not sure, but well, it doesn't mean we can't give it a shot a little bit later. I'm feeling thirsty. I feel like it's beer 30. Let's go have ourselves a cold one. Definitely a good idea to get some firewood. Let's put this big boy to work. Easy pickings here. Well, I'd say that's gonna do it. I think I procured enough firewood here. Now I've got to go through all these Minnesota sticker burrs. Got them things all over me after pulling all that wood and crap out of there and cutting it all up. Anyways, before I do anything, I want to get my chair and stuff all set up. These camper chairs are pretty slick. They work out pretty well. Assemble real fast, real easy. Voila. Need a table. There we go. Voila. Now time to get all these sticker burrs off of me. They're gonna drive me nuts. Ah, they're everywhere. Thankfully they're not dry. They come off pretty easy, but you're gonna have to work at it a little bit. They don't stick in there too bad, but. All right, now that I managed to get all them damn sticker burrs off me, it's time to enjoy myself a little bit of a cold one here. This is one of those Modelo Cheladas. I've never had one of these things before, but I've seen some guys online chugging them down and they seem like they're enjoying them, but I got a couple of tall boys, so that's kind of nice because I could really go for the drink right now. It's hotter than the pistol out here. I'm just sweating like a hog. Wow, that's actually pretty good. I would say if you like beer and you like a Bloody Mary, it's a combination of the two. It's pretty darn good. I actually like that a lot. I could definitely have another one of these. I think too many of them would get to be too much, like anything that's flavored. I've had some apple ales and stuff, like one or two. That's enough. I could probably go for two of these things, but this whole tall boy here is going to go down real nice and smooth. I wish I had a cup or something I could pour it into, just so I could see what color it is. If it has such a tomatoey flavor to it, I have to think it's got to be a little bit red, but definitely is really good. Yeah, it's too bad I didn't get any trout when I was out there. We'll go out and give it a shot again. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Comment below what you think of these kind of beers right here. The Cheladas. I think that's really good. Yeah, it says, with natural and artificial flavors, tomato and lime with salt. You definitely can tell the flavor in there. Yeah, you can definitely see the sweat in the shirt. It's wringing wet. I'm not gonna lie. I got swamp ass. I might have to take a dip in that that river tonight just to rinse this crap off, because it's 85 degrees out here. I'm sweating my balls off right now. I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm definitely going to give it a shot. Well, I gave it a shot, and still nothing. That water's a bit muddy, and it runs really clear, so it probably has something to do with why I'm not getting much for bites at all right now. They've probably been gorging. Anyways, it's still hotter than a pistol. I mean, look at me. You just see the sweat rolling off me. Look at the back. It's just horrible. I'm like, literally, I can't cool off. I was so tempted to jump in the water, but I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is take my pot and I'll just fill up with water, and I'll just give myself a good bath later on before I get ready to hit the sack. I haven't eaten for about 7 hours, so I'm actually kind of hungry. So I think I'm gonna get the fire going right now so I can get the brats going. But hopefully the heat that comes off this thing doesn't just boil the hell out of me any more than I already am right now. Like I said, it's cooking out here. Ugh. You just can't cool off. 85 still. And the humidity, it's cranking. I feel like I'm in the bayou. Many years ago, a friend of mine, she was making these things with toilet paper rolls and shredding paper. And then I think what she did was dump all of the paper shards that were here into a wax, a hot wax, mix it all up, and then kind of scoop it out like noodles basically, and then pack them inside these cardboard, toilet paper rolls. And then these toilet paper rolls as well have been dipped in wax. So the understanding is that she was selling these things for starting fires like in your wood stoves and things like that. So this is the first time and I bought a bunch of these things and I've never used them. So this is the first time I've had a chance to use one, and I'm hoping that it actually works out pretty good, because if that's the case, I've probably got about, 30 or 40 of these things, and I don't have to worry about buying any of these bushcraft fire starters and things like that, for example. So, I don't know. Let's give it a shot and see what happens with it. It's going. What's nice about this is it's probably got a pretty long burn time on one of these things here. So if you're really trying to get some wet wood going, this might actually work really well. Yeah, check it out. You can see where that thing is burning away. It's holding steady pretty good, doing its job. Like a little fire log inside there. There, while that fire's taking off, I'm gonna have myself a convenience store beer. I got other beers that are better than this one, but I do like one of these. So treat myself to something cheap. So I don't have a grate to cook on, but what I do have is some wet wood. And you can use wet wood in a pinch, meaning by it's still alive. I'm not a fan of cutting live trees at all, but in a case like this, it works really good, just so you can grill with in a pinch, because it has a lot of inherent moisture built into it right there, so you don't have to worry about your food necessarily falling into the fire because the stick, for example, starts on fire. So this will work pretty good to grill the brats that I have. Oh, great. I got some more stick-a-burrs on me just going to get this. I definitely want to get out and do some more kayak camping, and that's the next thing on the agenda. I was planning on actually doing that today, but for some reason it was kind of a short notice to make the jump to come out and do something, and I was a bit ill-prepared if I wanted to go out and do some kayak camping. So I decided, screw it. Let's just go out and do a one-day out here doing some dispersed camping. So, and I'm glad I did it. I mean, it's hotter than hell, but unfortunately the trout fishing wasn't what I wanted it to be. And I've fished this creek before, and I've had very good luck with brown trout. I've never fished this area right here, but that doesn't mean that there's no brown trout here. Clearly I saw pools, you know, jumping out there on the water out there. So there's something out there, but getting anything to bite was almost impossible. It was like pulling teeth. They're probably gorging on little worms and bugs and all kinds of stuff, and who knows, maybe there was a hatch out here with all the rain that we've been having and stuff like that. Who knows? All I know is I didn't get nothing. But it's still fun to be out here, that's for sure. There, I think that's gonna work. Let those rots get going like that. Well, now that those are cooking, it's still hot out, but definitely good for a Leinenkugel summer shandy. I've had these before. It's kind of a summer beer. It's pretty good. It's got a lime twist or a lemon twist to it. Yeah, what does it say? It says Weiss beer. I think that's what it says. W-E-I-S-S. Weiss beer. Natural lemon flavor. So I've had them before. They're pretty good. But a summer shandy's nice. That's a good beer. I haven't had one of these for a few years actually, and kind of nice. All tall boys. I got 3 tall boys, and I just finished off that convenient Michelob Golden Draft Light. Rots are doing well. They're already dripping a little bit, so they're cooking. I think they're looking pretty good. There's no good grilling without a little bit of tongue clanking. Man, I don't know if you can see it, but there's fireflies all over the place out here. And I imagine it's gonna stay like that for the night. Just little flickers everywhere. There's just a ton of them. The fireflies are out tonight. I can't wait till it gets a little bit more darker. It's gonna be cool. Well, I did come prepared to have all my ketchup, mustard, onions, and even some Frank's kraut ready to go. Might as well get everything ready to go. Best way to do it is, I think, dump the kraut right into the bottom of the bun first right away. That way it ain't falling off of everything. I'll tell you what, time to get some brats on these buns. There we go. Looks yum, 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 yum. Some good old onion. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Take all the garbage back out of here. Now, time to enjoy. There we go. Let's enjoy some brats. Wow. That's really good. Really good. Perfect. It's still warm out, even with this flame going. It still feels nice out. I mean, it's cooling down. I'd say it's probably right around 75 right now. This was a good pick tonight. I'll tell you what, a beer and a brat, they go so well together. Some foods complement each other very well, but beers and brat, I don't know. I don't know if it gets much better than that. There we go, one down. One more to go. I think I'm gonna have some extra wood left over, so whoever decides to come back out here next time is gonna have themselves a little head start, which is always kind of nice. That's a stacked brat. Well, I'm on my last one. It's a two-hearted IPA. Looks to have a lake trout on there. It's brewed in Michigan. 7% alcohol, so I'm sure this will be enough just to finish me off for the night. I've never had one of these before, so this will be the first time. It is an American IPA. It's not bad. It definitely has that IPA flavor to it, but yeah, I could drink one of these again. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Looks to be a lake trout, if I had to guess. What's your thoughts? Without having a lot of coloring in it, sure fits the profile of it. I'm sure by the time I finish this, I'll feel just fine. And I still have plenty of wood to burn, so I'll probably enjoy this beer a little bit and then, I don't know, get ready to hit the hay. There's a raccoon over here. I can hear it. I don't know if you saw eyeballs. You see that right there? There's eyeballs right there too. I can hear them. I have a feeling they're going to be in my camp tonight.
Well, good morning. It's about 7:30 right now, and it's got blue skies out here. It's pretty nice, man. Can't beat that. Wake up to the sound of the river going. Nature at its best out here. I probably just slept in my skivvies on top of my sleeping bag the whole entire night till about 3 in the morning, and I finally had to just zip it up because it was starting to put the chill in. But I was comfortable just leaving it open. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of this thing, get some coffee going, and let's get the morning started.
MSR Pocket Rocket 2. Works pretty good. All right. Threw a little Black Rifle coffee in there. Drop the water inside there. Let it steep for a few minutes. Should be good to go. Use nature's silverware. Give it one last little stir inside there to get the coffee grounds all mixed up with the coffee in there. And it's kind of cool. It's got a screen and a seal built onto this thing. Just give it a little bit of a press, and it pushes all the kernels and crap to the bottom of it, so you get clean coffee on the inside. That time I made myself a little bit of a mess. Here we go. Coffee. How's that commercial go? There's nothing better than waking up than Black Rifle in your cup. Folgers. I don't know how many people are old enough to remember that one. Best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Decaffeinated. That's some cheesy musical commercials back in the day. Got a good set of wood here left for somebody here. That's kind of nice. It's always nice to pay it forward when you can. Let's go check out the river. Right where I was hanging, I wasn't more than 20 yards away from there, so just having this thing going in the middle of the night, it was like that perfect white noise. Instead of having a fan, the sound of the rapids and the creek. Oh man, slept so good. It's gonna be a blue sky day. It's gonna be a hot one again too, so I'm gonna suck some of this stuff down and then get a trout line back in the water and see if we can make something happen. I'm crossing my fingers this morning we can make something happen. I'm hoping. Let's see if we can make something happen this morning. Just gotta stay optimistic. Not off to a good start. Well, I couldn't manage to bring any in this morning, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and do me a favor, hit that like and share and subscribe if you'd like. And if you have anything to say, drop a comment below. I'd like to hear from you guys. Anyways, until next time, keep your hook set and rod bent. See ya.